Hi everyone, Eli here with another video showcasing the Dwarven Forge Grand Citadel. This is the largest of the expert builder sets from the Dwarven Forge Castle Kickstarter. So in this video I'm going to show you how to use the double wall set to enlarge your walls on the Citadel. What we have here right now already built is a Grand Citadel with interior walls added, and you need to add the interior walls before you can add the double walls add-on set. So interior walls are already in place. That's these interfaces in the walls here, and then the double wall set consists of a bunch of these big spacer cubes here, some additional wall platforms, 2 long ones and 5 standard ones, 4 of these square 4x4 roof platforms, and then some smaller floor tiles here and a couple of ladders. There's 2 of these with a cutout corner, 2 regular, 2 with trapdoors. And then finally we also have these 4 posts with the peg bases, and these are part of the interior wall set, which are included partly for use on doubling the walls. Okay, so what do? For starters, we need to remove the courtyard, since we're going to reduce the size of the courtyard. So we'll just slide this up out of here. Basically, if you have the courtyard tile set, that provides you with some additional sizes, and that'll let you fill this in. For now, we're just going to leave it plain wood for simplicity's sake. So we'll just move those out of there. Okay, we'll straighten up our castle again here. Okay, now the next step is to remove the interior walls. And we have that handy little, where'd it go? Handy little tool that comes with the Grand Citadel set. You can just pop these off using your fingers, but tuck that in there and pop that out. Makes it a little easier to get these off. Okay, so we're going to take off all these interior walls, also the corner interiors here. Remove those, and we can keep them handy because they're going to go right back on again in a new form. Alright, pop this one off here. And on this side, you can see I configured this in 2 different ways. One way you can do your interior walls is to leave the corners open, just have a post there, and that makes actually that'll make it slightly easier for what we're about to do. So as you can see, in this case, in this corner, I've already attached one of these peg posts into this corner unit. I'll show you how to use that in just a moment. Okay, the rest of these off. Magnets pop right off. It's pretty straightforward. Whoops, into there. And finally, there. Okay, so now we have this pile of interior walls in the middle here. Now what do? Alright, first thing is we're going to take a bunch of these cube spacers, and they're just going to go around in all the corners. Now there's a hidden magnet inside one side of these, so you want to find find the magnet side and get that locked right into your wall. And then we'll stick with the corners for the moment. Then the next thing you do is you take one of these corner pieces that just came out of there, basically spin it around 180 degrees, add a post, and it goes right back into the corner. Alright, then we'll add cube spacer there, cube spacer here. Now at this point we're going to take and nudge the gatehouse in. So basically we're going to push that in so it's flush. You can see flush with the cube spacer. Basically it's pushing in 2 inches. This means the gatehouse and the rest of the wall are going to all be the same thickness now. Some more of these. Get the magnet on there. Okay, and again, take one of these, add that post, and put it on this guy, and back into the corner. There you go. Let's tighten that up. This one, again, I've already put the post on there, so that's convenient. Let's find the magnet. There we go. Oops. Right. Now we've got this half all done, so I'm just going to go right ahead into showing you how the doubling works. Basically, you're just going to take these walls and put them right back on there. The cubes all have magnets in them. Oops. So you have to make sure your magnets are not pointed at the. They have to be pointed toward the spacer, not toward the new wall sheathing, because you might get a magnet repelling another magnet. So you need to check on the points. That's important. Okay. Sometimes takes a minute or two of playing around with the magnets to get it right. But let's see. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay, so now you can see how you've got this 4-inch wide wall, and then what you do with that is simply add your spacers or your platforms, same way as you do on the outside. So it's pretty much creating a mirror image. This also helps. This big long one will help lock in your whole long wall nicely. Okay, and then regular platform goes right here. Okay, I'm going to move these for the moment. Okay, now finally you've got this corner. This is the last tricky bit, and I'll show you how that works. Basically, you'll take off the top of your tower for the moment, and then you're going to replace this corner tower platform with one of these guys. So that gives you your full 4x4, and then this can pop right back on there. There you go. And pretty much that's all you're doing all the way around. I'll just point out these pieces here. There are a couple of these, as I said, with trapdoors. Those are to allow you to have access, down into your walls. So because you've got all that nice playable space in there, you've got ladders to go with those. And then there's regular ones for the other corners. And then these ones with the cutouts were designed to fit up against the tower. Actually, to be honest, you don't seem to really need those, but we've got both kinds here, so you can use either, depending on exactly how your crenellations are fitting in there. And then obviously these would go up against the crenellation pieces, like so. So these guys would just all go together and fit around here, and then from this point out you would run either your battlements or your crenellations, depending on what you want. On the interior, if you're running say crenellations along here, you could either just use standard dungeon tiles, which is one option, or you could potentially have 2 layers facing in and out, or you can even have battlements on the outside, crenellations on the inside. There are lots of options when you have this nice wide wall to work with. But we're just giving you the basics, and then you can take it from there depending on which defenses you decide to add to the top to customize. And that's pretty much all there is to it. I won't go ahead and do the whole thing, it'll just be more of the same. But that's how the double wall works.